Whoop-ah. Hello.
Hello.
We have a new addition to the wall. Our beautiful frog.
Do we have a name for the frog?
No. Do you want to put a name for the frog?
No. I actually do. I want to call him Kirby, but I don't think that's right.
Well, for now, his name is Kirby, I
Okay.
guess. We also have an additional snake unpacked finally.
I don't know how long he's going to sit here, but I'll try.
I get a snake, you get a snake, everyone gets a snake.
ADHD says, why is this on me?
You're in bark. I know this. Yes.
Okay.
Anyways, hi, I'm Ray.
I'm D.
And we're Herpetology of the Apocalypse. Almost call this Problem Sleuth.
No. It's Problem Sleuth. So it's Derpetology of the Apocalypse.
Okay. Anyway. What were you going to say before that?
I don't know.
Okay. Anyways. Hi, we're a couple of dorks today, and we're doing Problem Sleuth instead of Homestuck today. We finally have gotten down the next chapter. Yay!
Chapter 2.
Yes.
Out of 22.
Yes.
I think about it every time, and I'm like, this seems so intimidating. Hun, you're working on Homestuck. What about this is extremely long is surprising to you?
Oh.
So this is not new.
Part of me is expecting specific chapters to go way longer than they should be called a chapter.
For Problem Sleuth?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
It's something that happens in Homestuck, and we will see it. And
okay.
Be like, oh god.
That's all right.
Yes. Anyways. I'm not. We're technically starting on page 302.
302.
Okay, but my notes start way later than that. So do you want to start yourself?
I can, but I'm not sure when. Like, I don't think I started numbering until like 330 or so, because I managed to get into the weird instance of Problem Sleuth that had 0 for all of the pages.
Yeah.
So my first pages aren't actually labeled. So one of the things that I wanted to talk about before we kind of got down in the weeds was reading. Like last week, I spent a lot of time reading prior works that he did before Problem Sleuth, before MS Paint Adventures, and I forget what they were called, but like Cube Animals and things like that, the earlier works.
Yes.
And it was very much I wouldn't say enlightening, and enweirding experience, maybe. Okay. Where like now I'm thinking about how other things that I'm seeing in Problem Sleuth this week, because I haven't done any more Homestuck, but I'm looking at the stuff in Problem Sleuth differently than I would have before. So I thought that was really neat, going back to look at those earlier stuff, because the earlier stuff is simpler. He's like playing with 2 or 3 gags. And in here, in Problem Sleuth, he's obviously playing with way more gags than that, right? Way more weird things.
How many things can we juggle at a time?
Right. But it's still like hanging together. And it felt like that chapter 1 of Problem Sleuth just felt like unorganized nonsense. Like, this is going to be all about making fun of like point and click games. And the second chapter, I find it very pleasing to get into stuff that is building on a pattern. Even if it's still unmitigated nonsense, it's at least nonsense with a pattern. And I'm like, if I were a serial killer, I would be an organized serial killer, not a disorganized one. Anyway.
Andrew Hussey would too, I guess.
Or maybe he would be like, I need a break. Random killing sounds great. Done.
Yeah. But first, I have specific rules so that when eventually people like start doing detective stuff on me, they'll be like, these rules are nonsense. But they're very specific.
Hussey, it was you.
We find out what the joke is about it later, and you're like, oh my
no. Yeah. The pun killer. He kills puns? No, unfortunately.
Okay. I have something to mention with that later on. You want me to do it now?
No, let's
Okay.
wait for it. Note at the top on the chapter break, it says maybe now is a good time to save your game. Click link below. I clicked it. It actually works with your cookies. Yeah. So like if you're allowing your web page to store cookies at all, when you go to load your save game, it will take you to it.
Cool.
I was like, okay, I'll save my game. And then I promptly switched browsers, so it did me no good whatsoever.
Rip.
I'm mentioning some of this stuff now that in retrospect seems important, but I didn't make any special notes about it at the time. I was making notes because I was like, I am discombobulated. I don't know what's going on. And I feel like if I write down what's going on, I'll sort of be able to organize my thoughts a little bit. You know, like when you're writing to organize your head, not because you actually need to remember things.
Yeah.
So, Problem Sleuth enters his secret chamber, and there's a safe on a pulley that looks like it's suspended over what might be a hallway. I was like, it's a trap. He's going to get smashed in there sometime. And he didn't in this chapter. There's a stairs upward, a door on the second level that's been nailed shut.
The clown poster
on the wall has been taped up, and there's paper on the floor. It says, this is your secret room, even though you didn't know it was there before.
Congratulations on them.
Yeah. I was like, man, that always pisses me off when I'm playing a game and they're like some of the point and click things that we've done that they're like, and you spent a lot of time discovering the thing that you always knew was there. And I'm like, how dare you? There's a picture of the paper on the floor. You get a sketch of it. It's a picture of Problem Sleuth with your hat and trench coat, childishly drawn, and smells like pee. I can't remember. I think somehow it was something that Problem Sleuth did that ended up with that being full of pee, but I don't remember where it was. Because I don't think A-Stick pees on things necessarily. Does he?
No, I don't think so. I think just Problem Sleuth, he peed on cards, but I don't know past that.
Okay. I'd have to look that up. Now, it just occurred to me when I was skimming back through this. I'm like, no, I think pee is a Problem Sleuth thing on purpose. I was shocked and appalled that when you get to, there's a little thing that says play a haunting tuba refrain, and I clicked on it and there was no freaking music. Homestuck has me trained to expect little treats like that, and they were not here. So I was like, it says you get in the dummy elevator, and I'm like, yeah, it's an elevator for dummies. Got it.
Instead of a dumb waiter.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Then there's a cutscene, and I think that's where I started. Nope, 310. That's where I started looking at what pages were. Cutscene. I really liked the cutscene. The fact that it was a cutscene. Because it meant like we're in a game again. Like, wait, we figured this out in Homestuck. We're in a game within a game. Possibly a game within a game, game within a game, but a game within a game. And so with the cutscene, I'm like, okay, so who's watching the cutscene? Is it us or is there somebody else? And I think there is. I'm going to talk about this later. It's just a predict or a guess. It's not even a prediction.
A D theory.
a D theory. A theory. There you go. A-Stick's office. There's a picture of a pig taped to the wall and a 1920s Tommy gun on the table. I initially thought it was a different type of gun. I was like, it's a Gatling gun. And I looked that up. I'm like, nope, not a Gatling gun, Tommy gun. And it's a Thompson gun.
Okay.
And they were initially used in the Banana Wars.
I feel like I should remember the Banana Wars.
Yeah, I was talking about this with you. I was like, I've never heard of the freaking Banana Wars before.
Yeah.
And you're like, the what? I think that's as far as we got.
Okay.
But they were from 1898 to 1934 in South America. And it turns out like the US was like, how come Britain got to have colonies? We don't get to have colonies. We need to have colonies. So they decided they were going to get everybody hands off of South America because a lot of people were coming into South America and putting down their little interests and making deals with the locals and cutting American fruit companies out of business deals. So, like, you know how Dole pineapple in Hawaii was part of the overthrow of the legitimate Hawaiian government and getting yoinked to become a U.S. state against everybody's will. That was the tip of the iceberg. And then apparently there's a whole continent, South America, that like the little footy prints of American fruit companies is all over the place.
Okay.
And like I should have looked this up, but I'm pretty sure fruit companies existed before the CIA. So like when you're going like, oh yeah, the CIA goes into a country and they overthrows the president or dictator by what lawful or unlawful means, blah blah blah. It comes back to the fruit companies were before that, and like the East India Trading Company, which was like mostly tea in India, was even before that. So like big conglomerate companies for food, of all things, were like part of the worst mass like genocides and massacres on the planet. Okay. So anyway, they used a lot of Tommy guns, and the gangsters picked up on them because they had been, some of them, involved in this shit in South America.
Oh my god. Okay.
So like the stuff now that we're seeing on the news is coming out where like all kinds of weird things are mixed up in the Epstein files. Dude, same song, another verse. What?
You had your microphone right there.
Oh no, I'm sorry.
Anyway, same song,
different verse. Anyway,
side note before you continue on that, the Homeland Security, I learned from the recent Late Night Tonight. No, that's not the name of the show.
Last Week Tonight.
Yes, thank you.
What's his name? John Oliver.
John. Thank you. God, do I not remember things today.
Okay.
Anyways, he said that the Homeland Security, I can't remember what the official government name of that one is. There's an extra letter in there.
Department of...
Yes, Department of Homeland Security. That was only like 20 years and stuff. Okay.
Yeah.
So I guess it's another one of those, hey, you thought this was a lot longer existing than it actually was, just the same way that the CIA. Okay.
No, yeah. They're recent. They're super recent.
Well, they're my lifetime entirely, but
yeah, true.
Homeland Security, 1 ray.
Less than 1 ray.
Less than 1 ray.
Less than 1 ray. I'm on 311. Busts are us. 5034-918. I was like, this is a weird number. Why is it 4 numbers and then 3 numbers? It's CUS. It should be 3 numbers and then 4 numbers. And then I was like, ugh. Upside down, it's big heads.
I don't remember if I wrote that myself. Okay.
Sort of. It's HEDS. Yes. Anyway, I was reading along and I'm like, once again, he pees on something. And I went, is there a pee stat coming up?
I don't know, but I'm going to say the thing that I've been holding off on for now.
Right.
So, Problem Sleuth, the initials are PS. If you say just the words PS as pss, it sounds like piss, which is why he pees on everything.
I don't know.
I'm telling you, that's
because Ace Dick doesn't add.
Well, maybe he subscribes to the ads and stuff. Or no, he's got the business cards, but that's also Problem Sleuth doing that too. All right.
And Pickle Inspector doesn't have pie. So maybe, but it's not a consistent system.
Darn.
Okay.
All right. But I thought they had something really cool with the pen. Oh, I forgot to make the ecto cooler. Damn.
Oh no.
Okay. We'll do that next time, I guess. When we're actually doing Homestuck again.
Yes. I think that's appropriate. The busts on 316. The busts are Huggy Bear and Hutch. And they're from the Starsky and Hutch, but they're from the 2004 movie. And you know this because the facial hair is Snoop Dogg's facial hair in that movie.
Yes, I think I mentioned this last time we were doing Problem Sleuth.
Probably.
Yeah.
But that's a while ago.
Yeah.
Snoop Dogg, as soon as I saw Snoop Dogg in there, I know you said something, but as soon as I saw him in here this time, I was like, okay, I'm not the kind of, like, Ben Stiller, I think he's kind of cool, but I'm not like, woo, obsessed enough to get busted for it. But like Snoop Dogg, I'm like, that dude is character. Like every time I run into his stuff, I'm like, that dude is a character. He's just saying, like, who else would do something like that? Who else would say something like that? So I could understand like having busts of different Snoop Dogg heads around the house. I wouldn't, but I can understand it.
Mm-hmm.
At least better in a more visceral way than I can understand
Ben Stiller.
Ben Stiller.
Sorry, Ben Stiller.
Sorry. I mean, you're cool and all. Great.
But...
having fun with you as a director, but okay.
Rip.
Let's see. 318, I noted that taking a swig of whiskey raises your imagination stat. I was like, I don't think that's an imagination stat. I think it's called an imagination stat, but it might just be a drunk stat. Who knows?
Okay.
There's a fort. He retreats into his fort and then goes into the imaginary office in 323. Is that where you start up?
Sorry, side note, I'm back on the alcohol thing.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe there's some kind of hallucinogenic in there too. Like, I doubt it, but like if it was really that way and you were seeing stuff like that, it would probably be some kind of like alcohol plus hallucinogenic that people would buy or something.
After a while, if you're drunk, you start seeing things with alcohol. You have all kinds of like different reactions than a normal person who is just drinking alcohol.
Okay.
Because you're like, after a while, you just get so damaged that other things start happening.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I've never been that drunk at all, so I wouldn't know.
All right. Oh, also, we should mention that the busts are us. He called it and got two hookers that showed up, two whores that showed up.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, I was expecting like more busts to show up, but they were bosoms.
Well, the whores do have bosoms, I guess.
But... yeah.
Anyways, you're saying?
Imaginary office.
Mm-hmm.
Do you have anything before that? No, you don't. Dang. I think like we reversed who was interested in what in here. Okay.
I had weird shenanigans for where it was starting in the first place as well.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
The snake is like, I'm tired of you. It's the opposite way around. Okay. You, inside of Problem Sleuth's room,
mm-hmm.
you see the PS in reverse,
mm-hmm.
and you see the wall safe, candy corn on the floor, light from the window, and then the phone rings, and there's a gun and 2 plates of food.
Mm-hmm.
So you're not seeing everything that's in his real office, but you're seeing stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Now the stuff that he encounters, he tries to talk to the dame on the phone, but she's one-dimensional. And I went, your imagination sucks. He tries to eat the steak dinners, but they're spoiled. The candy corn doesn't taste as good as the real stuff. I'm like, candy corn doesn't actually taste good. It's satisfying to eat, but the taste isn't good.
No. Like, it's fun to play with. Like, you're like, I'm going to go ahead and shove these into my teeth, like vampire teeth.
Yes, you've done that before.
Yes. It's fun to mess with, but it's not ever going to ever be itself the best flavor ever. So.
And it says
mm-hmm.
that when he does eat the candy corn, it raises his pulchritude. Pulchritude is irresistible beauty. So while you're reading this, just note there's a pulchritude stat, and they have it.
Okay, yeah, I probably should have looked up that word. I completely forgot to look it up, but boy howdy. Good to know. Thank you.
Okay, in his imagination, he tries to pick up the gun. He picks up the gun, tries to take it back to the real world, or that's the instruction that he gets.
Mm-hmm.
And they have him step out into the hallway, and there's no statues. There's no obstacles to getting out. Mm-hmm. There's no dead people. Mm-hmm. And he tries to go to harass a stick, and there's nothing in his office. So I'm like, he has no imagination. There's nothing there. But he pees on the floor. He imagines. P.S. imagines well enough to pee on the floor in a Sticks thing. It doesn't come through in reality later, unfortunately, but he does do it in the imagination realm.
I kind of feel like it's one of those maybe not necessarily Wonderland situations, but two realities going on at the same time, so that like they switch from one to the other. And
Yeah.
So eventually, I'm sure a stick will come back and be like, "Why is there piss on my floor?" or something.
I hope so. I really do. You go past a door with PI on the door, and there's an exit sign. The PI room is locked. It has swing music in the background, and riotous times being had, which I took as whoever is in there has a great imagination. Okay. There's an exit sign. You go out there. Outside, you find the items that you threw outside in the real world, but through the fake window. Okay, I have looked up these window things, and somebody else on the internet. I don't know if this is official name because I haven't read further ahead, but called them fenestration windows.
Fenestration windows.
Yeah. And I don't know if unfortunately I didn't write down who the commenter was. I thought it was very clever. I don't know if it was just like part of the Problem Sleuth world or what, but they're called fenestration windows in this comment. And I was like, oh, a window that exists only so you can throw shit out of it. A pocket universe for
I'm sure that John would have appreciated that window.
Right.
Uh-huh.
But I don't know the stuff that's outside, whether it is defenestrated or just in PS's imagination.
Okay.
So it could be that the fenestration window is the same pocket universe as your imagination, or it could be a separate pocket universe that is just for throwing shit out of. And Problem Sleuth is just like, I imagined the stuff that I wanted outside.
Okay.
Okay.
Shenanigans.
It's me. I'm like, what level of reality are we on? And where are the secret exits so we can sneak around and use it as a gamer at the same time? He sees part of the ethnic cheer as he looks back toward his office, the mural on the wall. His imagination wears off. He goes back to the office all of a sudden and decides to drink coffee to wake up a bit, and this raises his Vim stat. Vim means strength or energy. Energy, enthusiasm. So,
is there like an energy drink called Vim or something?
I just keep, every time I see Vim, I think of Bioshock because of they call those vigors, and there's a cliche phrase about Vim and vigor.
Okay.
So I'm like, is this a Bioshock reference? I don't know.
I mean, I was going to mention this later. Problem Sleuth came out in 2008. So I don't know if it's necessarily Bioshock. Because I think Vigor specifically was the one in the clouds, I think. Bioshock 3.
Okay. Let's look Bioshock. Vim. Is that a thing? Oh. Vims are the wondrous tonics of euphoria.
Gain amazing powers.
Dude. Powered by Eve, just like plasmids of rapture. This is in Bioshock Beyond.
Bioshock Beyond.
Dude, this is future spoiler crap. Ho ho ho! The next Bioshock.
Oh, okay.
Bioshock Beyond takes place in a city on the moon called Euphoria, created by the Fune Corporation, a Japanese company similar to Ryan Industries and Think Manufacturing.
Okay.
I'm just gonna. I don't want to know more, so I'm just gonna close that.
I'm gonna go see if there's like a trailer or something out, because how the hell do they already know that?
From a trailer, from internal documents. I don't know.
Interviews that we completely missed somehow. Okay. Anyways, we really like Bioshock, and now we have more things to look forward to. Yay!
I still haven't finished the second
Bioshock?
No. The DLC, the at sea one.
Oh, okay.
I forget what it's called. I'm stuck in somebody's office and like there's a bunch of people running around, and every time I get out, I get killed. Like, oh, rip. Okay, you're right. Vigors are from Bioshock Infinite, so that would have been afterwards, I think. Fair enough.
Yes, because the Bioshock 1 and 2, I think, are called plasmids.
Yep.
Yeah.
Anyway, I guess that route. This is our normal process for most of a week.
We'll just talk like this randomly and be like, do, like in the car.
Have you heard of VIMs? What are VIMs?
So yes, we really just are like this all of the time. Beware.
I'm on 339.
Oh. Yeah, 339. I was wondering if there was like something actually inside of the telephone that was making it ring itself rather than the telephone itself. Because I was like, I wonder if there's like a not vibrator. Something that vibrates the phone to make it ring. It's not necessarily a vibrator, but I guess it could be.
I don't know what those mechanisms are called, but they're used by many things and not just vibrators.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
A ringing device.
Ringy dingy.
I'm sure you can also call that a vibrator too.
There's a very small, this is a joke you're not going to get, I'm so sorry, but I have to make it. There's a very small Lily Tomlin in there going, 1 ringy dingy, 2 ringy dingy. Sorry. This is from a 70s TV show called Laugh-In.
Okay. Rip. Rip. What's your 339?
What's my 30? The phone is missing parts.
Mm-hmm.
If only you could get in he notes, if only you could get them from the window / Mindspace universe.
Mm-hmm.
And then later notes that the window space appears to run on Etch-a-Sketch tech.
Was scary. All right.
Yeah. So far, chapter 2, they try to. There's some small hijinks where he's trying to use the magnetic tape from the reel-to-reel recorder, which is not actually magnetic, by the way. It just uses magnets to record the sound. To get stuff from outside. So they tie a cinder block to the outside, toss it out through the fenestration window, and leave it there. So we don't know if it'll bring anything back. I'm tempted to say it just won't. Okay.
It's now like not a grappling hook. Oh, a zip line for little mice or something.
Okay, the next thing I have is 345.
Hey, same.
Okay, go for it.
I said, what? When did those get there? I called Bupkis, but the escape room logic it's very escape room logic, and I forgot to look up what the fuck I was talking about there. So, also I thought a mustache was drawn on one of the kids in the mural.
I missed that. I missed both. I did have thoughts about, like, oh, every time they almost get out into the hallway, something happens. Like, yeah.
Look at 345 on the Problem Sleuth so I can see what I'm talking about here.
Yes.
Thank you.
One moment. Talk about something else while I'm looking.
Okay. So I've done a lot of escape room games in my youth. Specifically, like back in the days of the 2000s, maybe 2010s and stuff. And I have to admit, I am absolutely terrible at them. I'm probably better than her.
What?
Don't lie to me. Anyways, probably better than her for some of the things.
We do pretty good when we work together and stuff.
Yes, a lot better together for things like that. But for like, there's a specific, how did you even get here logic that you get in escape room games specifically, that you're like, there is no other game genre that you're gonna get this kind of, how did we get to this point kind of thing. Like in one game there's a you're supposed to burn a finger to get out a metal version of the finger to do like lock picking with it.
Okay.
So you see, there's a very specific question mark that you get from that kind of thing. That I'm gonna expect that from these specific from Problem Sleuth specifically, but also I'm just gonna be surprised every time as well.
Okay.
Anyways,
we're looking at 345. Examine the mural for hidden clues, and you have 95% coffee on the floor. It's the holes that you look through. It's not like they drew holes on it.
Yeah, no. It was a, hey, you have to zoom in on or click on this specific pixel to zoom in and be able to see the hidden thing. That's what I was like. Yeah, that's another thing that you also find in escape games, and you're like, you have to do pixel hunting to find which specific tile it magically opens. And congrats, there was the entire thing that you needed here, kind of thing.
Man, I can deal with. Okay, I can sort of deal with the skewed logic that you have to follow to get through these stupid games. It's the hunt the pixel thing that destroys me. Okay. I'd like to note, so I know there are 4 walls in these rooms. I don't think the 4 walls stay in the same place all the time.
Like, probably not, no.
Because I'm like, okay, granted, the windows are plug-in windows, so they aren't necessarily facing the same direction. So you can't really go off that. But the doors have to face the same direction, as far as I know, because they can see out into the same hallway.
Unless they're like secretly Monster Inc. doors, but that's an entirely different thing.
That's an entirely different question. But I thought that the mural was on the wall opposite the door. And if the mural is on the wall opposite the door, and Ace Dick room is his back wall that the mural looks into is on his back wall opposite the door, what the hell?
We need to like build a 3D model specifically just of this room.
Or just like draw a picture or something. Like, what goes on what wall? I don't know. I feel like there's some kind of weird topological crap going on here. We're going to get, 3 chapters down the road, and we're like, ha ha ha, joke's on you. It was 4-dimensional or n-dimensional space the entire time.
I mean, maybe, considering it's Homestuck or Problem Sleuth and the Enter Hunt Steve. I was my brain briefly going off in the direction of how would I do a 3D model, and I was like, I could do that in The Sims. And I was like, let's not put Problem Sleuth in The Sims, please.
I wonder if somebody already has.
Oh, God.
Would you look and see?
I sure will.
Because if someone has, we have got to like find that somewhere.
We can probably do that for the thing that we keep talking about.
Oh, okay. That would be fun. All right, so my 345, the eye holes in the mural. He looks through the eye holes in the murals and sees another note. Problem Sleuth is impolite, very rude, and it's got star, heart, horseshoes. And I went, Lucky Charms? And the image is supposed to be very close, which you can tell because you have binocular vision. I'm not sure why that's to be noted, but apparently it is. On the other side is an elf painting, which covers a safe, which contains the note, which is inside the safe door. And on the inside of the safe, the back wall, is another elf with the eye holes lined up.
Yes, and I said on that specifically, it's very rude to put holes in an elf painting like that. Very rude.
This is the part where I was like, there's something about those notes. And it's not the Lucky Charms. The Lucky Charms might be something later, probably is, but there's something about those notes. And I didn't put it together until later. Okay, but
curious about that, but I will ask you later, obviously.
349 is my next one.
Yeah. 349 as well.
Okay.
So the hats in private Sorry, not private investigator. That's not silly enough of a name. Pickle inspector's room. The hat in there is, I think that's the same one that John uses for his silly disguises.
Okay.
Yes.
I gotta look at that.
Yeah.
Go ahead. Keep talking.
But I was also noting that Pickle Inspector has his own imagination chamber already set up in his room, unlike Problem Sleuth and A-Stick. Yes, A-Stick doesn't have one either. But we know that Problem Sleuth makes his own and stuff, makes his own little forts and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And I was wondering if, like, why they was even needing to make the little chambers in the first place. And I was like, is it just so that you have like a dark room and can hallucinate in the dark or something? Yeah, that was most of my thought process there.
Yeah, I don't know either. But I thought the same thing. I'm like, why?
I guess it's kind of like pillow forts, and those are imagination places, maybe.
Yeah, but this is Andrew Hussey. It's probably not that straightforward. There's some rule that goes with it. Anyway, it's a very tall imagination fort.
Yes. Well, he is a very tall guy. Right. You got it?
I do. Hang on. Oh, Pickle Inspector. I wrote down because I had to look this up again. What was the name of the thing? He looks like a large kodama.
Kodama?
Which is the forest creature thingies from the Miyazaki movies.
That
with their heads.
The ones I keep forgetting the name.
I know. We're like,
what is that?
We know what they are, but he looks like a very large one of those. He's got those 3 bottles in the back with twisted necks. I'm sure that'll show up later. He's got a painting of elves on the wall. He's looking at the viewer, and it says the office is dark. So okay. Who is he looking at? Hi. And I'm still not sure about that one. I have theories later.
Okay.
I have 351 next.
Same. 351.
Okay. Go for it.
I confirm, and I was wondering if, like, secretly AD had a chamber in there that they completely missed, but confirmed no chamber that we could see. Mm-hmm. But I also was wondering, maybe he just hides under his desk, and unlike the other two, and was like, I'm just gonna go ahead and put like a blanket over it or something. And I was like, I mean, there's not really much room else in there, but we do know that Problem Sleuth himself just wrecks his room to make it one out of it, but just hadn't thought about it that far in the first place. Mm-hmm. You?
This one I have notes down. Whores tied up A-Stick and stole his phone, but left the Tommy gun. Huggy Bear is smashed open and the treasure inside has been stolen? ? The window on his door is peeling off. And I went, oh, are those more not windows? Is there, like, are we actually lined up in the hallway? That was me going like, what's the space like? Mm-hmm. If it's not really a window, it's a sticker.
Oh.
You want to see that?
No, a side note. I just realized, since we see that, like, the 3 big busts. What?
Oh, never mind. I'll tell you in a minute.
The 3 big busts have stuff inside of their heads. We see already one of the busts have been broken open and having their stuff stolen. We see later other ones being broken and having stuff inside of them. Assumedly, that means the 3rd one in front of the Problem Sleuth store also has something inside of it. I'm not sure if it'll be money again or not, but
also that goes back. That points back to the Maltese Falcon, which is a old. I forget who wrote the book, but a book and a movie about. Basically, these people are trying to find this Maltese Falcon, and it's supposedly they're made of solid gold or contain some kind of treasure or information or something, and it's just a distraction.
Okay. Yeah, all I keep thinking of with the bust is it's one of those semi live action cartoons involving like Daffy Duck, the Roger Rabbit, and it has a little bust that you keep flicking over and pressing the button, and the head bust keeps being flicked back over, flink, 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 kind of thing. I'm just like, how often are busts just used to do shenanigans with? Like, is it just specifically for spy movies, or is there really actual applicable use, I guess? Because I would think they would be heavy and annoying to deal with.
If it were stone, sure. But like we got that thing on the shelf that's kind of plaster. It seems more expensive. It seems like an expensive stone thing. It's just a weird plastic representation of something.
Hmm.
So like you get that same material and you have like the head of George Washington or whatever. It's easy to conceal like weird stuff. I would say probably there are fewer with like buttons to secret layers and more with like here's a secret place to put your weed or your liquor. You know, people have been smuggling things for a long time, and you have to have a place to hide stuff.
Like, might as well do busts.
Might as well do busts.
Okay, good to know. Also whack.
Yep, indeed.
Rachel, feed cam.
Feed cam. What do you got next?
I believe 355. I think. Yeah.
Okay.
You?
I have 353, but it's just a note. It says Ace Dick asks for help, but you ignore him and try to get a statue's attention. And I was like, yes, this is very much a multiplayer game.
Yes.
Okay, that was it.
Okay. 355. He does a pun about reeling in the stuff from outside using the reel, and I was like, oh, I hate that, and I love it. Congratulations. This is a much more approved pun than the capture log thing you were doing before. Ray approved, I guess. All right. I got 358 for my next. You?
Same.
Hey.
I don't have much. Go ahead and go for it.
All right. So I noted that the safe was a big giant safe with itty little tiny safe on it. And I was thinking about in Portal 2, there's a big giant safe thing that you have to open up. Got giant alarms, beep, 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 as you do, and it reveals tiny little human-sized door. That's all it is. And I was like, I know this one's later than Problem Sleuth, but I see the connection here. Portal 2, Problem Sleuth.
That's very much like I can't think of any specific instance, but that's very much a Looney Tunes gag.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And I was also thinking that 80's desk was boxes again and stuff because I could see the little lines across, and I was like, I see the lines this time. There's no way that's a real desk. Okay, you?
You are now Ace Dick. I was not prepared to switch character POVs on this.
Oh, okay.
I really wasn't. That was it.
Okay.
And then 361 I have notes on.
I got 359. All right. This one is my big talking one.
Uh-oh. I'll put my phone down so I can listen.
So, I was first thinking about how probably burying the hatchet is not going to go well in the metaphorical sense with Problem Sleuth. He's been picking on your stuff, buddy. I don't think there's going back from that friendship-wise if it was real. But I was like being like, you know what? I bet later on there's going to be we're going to bury a literal hatchet somewhere. There's going to be like dramatic lightning and all that kind of stuff happening in the background while you're doing so. But after that, I was wondering where the origin of the phrase bury the hatchet came from.
Oh, okay.
Yes. So it comes from Indigenous American people, specifically from like the Canadian and America, that's where their location wise. But these are the
East Coast or West Coast?
I think it's East, because it was mentioning stuff involving British people later on.
Okay, we'll go with that.
Anyways, specifically, it's the Sorry, I have a little note here for all of the pronunciations, but I still may mess this up.
Okay.
The Hadan Hadanashini. God, I could pronounce this perfectly in my head. Hadanashini Confederacy, also known as the Iroquois by the French, and the 5/6 Nations by the English. The Haudenosaunee Confederacy, they prefer to be called that, the Haudenosaunee, but everyone else just calls them something else. And I'm like, we'll try going with the Haudenosaunee thing. Anyways, but the phrase comes back to the origin of the Confederacy for them, specifically the peacemaker, or sorry, the great peacemaker, who started the whole thing, was like, all right, hey, 5 nations that I've gathered here to do this shenanigan thing. Specifically, there was something involving, hey, I climbed to a tree, knock down this tree, and I'll survive it, kind of thing. And they're like, whoa, shit, man, I guess we'll follow you, kind of thing. Anyways, did that.
There are a lot worse ways to pick a leader.
Yeah. Then they were like, okay, let's plant a new tree called the Great Peace Tree. The Great Tree of Peace. Grow that and stuff. And beneath that tree, we will bury our weapons, and specifically like hatchets and other such, so that we can be rid of greed, hatred, and jealousy. But the participants, the 5 nations, by the way, are the Mohawk, the Onadai,
Oneida, maybe?
Oneida, yes.
Okay.
The Onondaga. God, I'm going to be fucking this up. The Cayuga and the Seneca people. That was all 5 of the nations there that joined up and did this and stuff. Then, like, there was later lots of treaties and stuff with British people. There was the whole trying to get the British people out of, or US people trying to get British people out, and the British people were like, hey, wait, 5 nations people, can you help us and stuff? And they like were like, yeah, okay, we'll try and help you and stuff. But that fucked up, and now there was shenanigans from there. But eventually, the phrase itself became integrated into English idiom stuff in the 17th century and stuff. Yeah. But lots of shenanigans.
Neat.
Yeah. I probably have better notes on it and my actual thing, but I also have like the links if you want to look back on it yourself. Yeah.
Drop them in the notes?
Yes.
Okay.
And that is my big Rachel shenanigan talk.
Good. Very cool.
Thank you. With my many terrible pronunciations, even with it being on my thing.
All right, where we are. 360. Wait, I got 361 next.
I got 362. It's your turn.
Okay. Just wanted to note that Astick has low imagination and pulchritude, but high vim. Whereas, like, Problem Sleuth is kind of a medium character, more balanced, as it were. All right, that was it.
And your next one is what?
363.
Okay, then. Sorry, got hiccups. 362. We were looking at the window and stuff that Astick throws something out of the window and stuff, and I was like, I should have figured that it was just another fake window. But also, I'm calling BS on that window's frame. Why is there just a singular like corner of this window that is curved so that it looks like it's like paper folding over? Just that one corner. The rest are just actual corners, but the others, but that one singular corner, curved. Shenanigans.
Oh, yep. Yeah, and that just bugged me every time. I'm like, is this another window? The weird teleporting window. Okay. 363, he smashes the window, which knocks out a muralist from Madame Murals, smashes open Hutch's skull, and reveals treasure. and also that Starsky's sunglasses have been stolen. Then the scaffold for the mural rolls in front of the door, jamming it shut again. So we're back in weird little point and click land. Mm-hmm. But once again, we have seen outside of the character's POV because he can't see any of this. Mm-hmm. Or it doesn't. The way it's drawn, it's not shown from his POV. That was it.
Yeah. So I first started with 363. This hallway's a death trap.
Yeah.
There's no one safe.
There's 2 bodies out there now.
As well as all of the shenanigans going on out there.
Oh, no. There's shenanigans inside and there's shenanigans outside.
Yes.
All right.
But it affects, like, the shenanigans inside are mostly just affect the people inside. But anyone trying to, like, go through this hallway should turn the corner and go, no thanks, and then turn back.
There is an excessively high probability field. Yeah, it's called a shenanigan field.
Yes. My next thing is 373.
Oh, I have stuff before that.
Okay, all right. Your turn then.
365. They switch to using AD for A-stick commands and PS for Problem Sleuth commands. Mm-hmm. Once again, raising the question, who's doing the goddamn commands? Mm-hmm. Anyway, 367. Tommy gun versus keys. When is it a Tommy gun and when is it keys? As far as I can tell right now, the rule is when you use it as a Tommy gun, it's the effects are that of keys, and when you use it as keys, the effects are that of a Tommy gun.
So who's going to be fighting people with keys now?
I don't know, but that's what it looks like. AD gives PS his missing phone parts, but they're under the dumbwaiter now, because of course they are. Mm-hmm. There's a hammer inside of the Huggy Bust on 372, which AD places in inventory. I was like, this AD character is starting to come together a little bit here. Anyway, and you said you were at 373? Mm-hmm. Okay, go for it.
So we've come to a choose your own adventure kind of shenanigans, which I didn't realize was going to happen in Problem Sleuth.
Me neither. I thought that was fun.
And I went, oh no. Most of that is based off of my Homestuck experiences, but I'm already with Problem Sleuth. I'm like, I can see how this is going to go down. I don't know if I want to go down this route, man. Wait, take me off this roller coaster. Anyways, I also wanted to note that you've done choose your own adventure stuff too. Mm-hmm. Specifically, Choose Your Doom, as well as the one mouse choice game that we did a D&D session of it afterwards and stuff. I never did finish that.
That was just a draft, and it unfortunately didn't go anywhere.
Okay.
But I did write Choose Your Own Adventure, or Choose Your Doom Zombie Apocalypse. Mm-hmm. There you go.
The one with the cover.
Guaranteed no happy endings.
Yes.
Anyway,
anyways, yes.
Back to this.
Yes, sorry. Anyways, back to this. My next thing is 376.
Okay, 373. I went, one of these 2 options is going to be gruesome. Yes. I was happy. I was so happy. We can talk about what's in it, right? Because we're talking spoilers as we go. Unplugging the window, chopping him in half. I didn't really grasp that the windows led to the fenestration windows led to a separate dimension powered by electricity until that moment.
Oh, okay.
It just didn't click. And then I saw that and I was like, oh, okay, so right. Anyway.
Oh, when it turns off as well, the window itself, like when it's unplugged, it goes dark and stuff too on this one. Just want to note that for later on.
I don't remember that. Anyway, go ahead. You got the next one.
376.
Indeed.
Yes. Okay. So Problem Sleuth picks up a code from the back of the clown picture inside of the room with the dumbwaiter and stuff, and I was like, of course, there's another clown behind that. Yep, just ignoring that. Um, but I was looking at the save code, and I was like, that's a really weird save code. Like it's specifically in two parts and stuff. And most of the save codes I've seen for things have been like, we'll do several numbers in a row dash several numbers in a row dash, maybe occasionally throw in some letters and stuff. Yeah, four. Um, but this is specifically two and stuff. And I was like, is this a cipher code maybe? I couldn't find anything on it, but I just was like, there's something weird about this specifically, and I should know that now.
Right.
Yeah.
I didn't get it either.
Like maybe it'll come back up in Problem Sleuth, but who knows?
It's too I think the elements are too big to be hex, and that's as far as I went. I was like, this is some kind of hex code, but yeah, whatever it is, I did not get there either.
Too smarts for us.
Too smarts for us. Not difficult, but hey. All right, the next thing I have is 378.
I got 387.
Okay, 378. The keys and Tommy gun thing. It's back to being a Tommy gun after being keys for a brief moment. 380. You get a gathering of all the notes from A Stick to Problem Sleuth, and they're all rude. One of them has the safe combo on the bottom, and 1003391. I couldn't find anything with that code either, and I was like, no. You know, like I go 8008 is boob.
Yeah.
Nope, not there. Anyway, when I looked at all of the notes together,
oh right,
I went, they are all just literally true. Like A Stick is rude, or Problem Sleuth is rude. Problem Sleuth is an asshole. I'm like, oh, A Stick is writing all of these notes. He's writing all of these notes to draw the guy exactly as he sees them and insult him by saying exactly what he thinks of him. He has no imagination.
Oh. Wow.
That's why all the notes are just kind of similar and lame. It's just like, that's the guy to this guy. That's the worst thing. I know who you are. You're exactly what I think of you. Like, that's the worst insult you can come up with. Anyway,
I mean, that would be cutting insult to someone.
Yeah. 382. He has A Stick has another of the windows. And I went, why does he have to unplug the window to look through the holes? Because the holes aren't behind the window.
No, it's the room is too bright. That was noted in the previous chapter.
Oh, okay.
Because the windows are like, here, let's stream in light. Wah! What?
Okay. That means that PI Pickle Inspector does not have a window in his room.
Oh God!
Right?
Yeah.
Or it's unplugged.
But
he doesn't have one because the room is dark.
Yeah.
Okay. I completely missed that brightness was a problem. All right, got it.
I will have to look that up, I guess. Like look back in his room. Look at PI's room for window.
Yeah, I was like, why does it note that it's dark in there when we can clearly see everything in PI's room?
I completely missed it.
Okay. Anyway, he looks through the windows on 384, sees candy corn vampire. Ah!
Which, once again, noted.
So like, what direction are these walls? Like, whoa! Am I just like on crack? And I think that that the rooms are laid out differently than they really are. Could very well be. But I also went, you know, I'm kind of glad that we get the isometric rooms in Homestuck now. I'm really glad because we can kind of connect what walls everything go to because we can see where stuff is. Here's the desk with all of the CDs on it. And from one direction, you're like, the posters look like this. There's Howie Mandel. And from the other direction, you're like, here is content. Got it.
Yeah, maybe we really should just put this in The Sims and see how it goes, because
or just draw it out or something.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Yeah, I wanted to note that the A-Stick's window, it's a very nice looking drawn skyline, like quote unquote nice versus Problem Sleuths, I believe. But it's also got a balcony out there.
I did not notice that.
Yeah, it does.
Totally gonna look at this.
Anyways, balcony and stuff. If they do like etch a sketch technology, who draws the thing there? Because as noted, A-Stick, I know, but A-Stick does not have an imagination to draw that stuff out there. So either he's like literally taken a picture and copied it into his thing, or someone else drew it for him. And there's the balcony thing.
It's fire escape.
Yeah, that's what it is.
Okay.
Sorry. Anyways, thought it was balcony, fire escape. Got it.
Got it.
But point being, we now have a way to go downstairs if eventually Problem Sleuth gets into there. Yeah.
Okay. Very cool. Thank you.
But 387.
Wait. I have 385.
Okay.
He crashes backward into the desk, which is held up by busts. Breaks the desk.
Those also have like stuff inside their head too.
I don't know.
We'll see. I
guess.
He
says they're made out of different materials, so I think the ones under the desk are more solid, glass or something. Anyways, one of the busts is Snoop Dogg from Soul Plane. So I looked up Soul Plane.
Okay.
It's a 2004 comedy movie which got a ton of negative reviews about a black guy who wins a lawsuit and starts his own airline.
Okay.
They have one plane, and nobody knows how to fly it.
Okay.
Except for like a stewardess who's having sex with a pilot from a different plane. And that's how they save everybody that way. And Snoop Dogg is the supposed pilot of the plane.
Okay.
And doesn't know how to fly a plane. Uh-oh. What's that?
That is my 3 o'clock alarm.
Okay. Happy 3!
Happy 3. That was not just us ripping ass real hard.
I mean, I could, but not in that strictly defined repetitive pattern. I'm not that talented. Anyway.
I can try my best.
Think you know. I like this couch. It's not the greatest couch, but it's mine.
Anyways, you were saying.
I'm on the 387 now.
Okay, 387.
Go for it.
The window is unplugged, but still viewable. Meanwhile, Problem Sleuths, when it was unplugged, is no longer viewable.
It wasn't black, it was blank. I just looked at it.
Okay. But point being, something seeable versus not seeable.
Well, it's Etch-a-Sketch technology, too. And Problem Sleuths was tilted. Like, when you saw it unplugged, it was this way.
Oh,
so okay. It may just, because of Etch-a-Sketch technology, it may just be like, looks blank because it's Etch-a-Sketch looks flat and gray if you're at the wrong angle.
Okay. All right, I'll accept that.
Yeah,
also, maybe when he died, he struggled real hard or something. Okay. Anyways, okay, that was my thing on that.
Yeah, he struggled real hard and knocked it over, and all the little magnetic dust fell on in the little holes.
Rip.
Okay. It said, and this is the part where we get you can only break the plane of the window if the window is plugged in. Which
was weird, but all right.
Yeah. The bust smashes, and there are a couple of pieces of candy corn and a small key in there. Okay, I just wanted to note that. I'm on 390 next.
I got 392.
Okay. 390, he uses the key ring / Tommy gun on the safe. And he has to do it the opposite way so that he shoots the gun at the safe. It unlocks the safe. It also shoots the safe, but the safe unlocks. So in order to use it as a key, he has to use it as a Tommy gun. He tries to use the key, then he ends up shooting stuff.
Yes.
Or possibly both.
Yeah. We will see.
Yes. It's kind of like that Schrodinger's gun. Like, is it a gun or is it a key? You won't know until after you switch to the next panel. Okay. Anyway.
It's whatever Hussey says to be contrary.
I'm pretty sure that there's a pattern there, and it's not just the opposite of what you expect is true.
Yeah, probably. But
all right, 394.
I got 392.
Okay, go for it.
So I wanted to note that there's like this is the second time we've seen this. The first with a stick. Well, both of them are with a
Seen
stick.
what?
Give me a sec. Um, there are these little in the actual picture we have an end results, and then in the tiny little corner of that is the here's an action that led to that end result and stuff. We've seen the first one with him being like, yes, we've gotten the glass shards to remove off rope and stuff when he was tied to the chair, and this time it was oh, I didn't write it down. It was something. Anyways, it's another one of those. Hey, here have a little tiny action panel, and then the large result panel. And I was like, I wonder why he's specifically doing it that way instead of being like separating the two, because he's doing it comic style, but it's a weird way to do that. I think. I mean, it's interesting, and I kind of like it, but it's also weird.
Yeah, I don't remember seeing that as a game thing or as a comic thing or a graphic novel thing or.
It's Hussey specific, I think, but it's not necessarily a cutscene thing, which I think is more hurrah for him or something, but it was weird.
The only thing that even comes close for me is I want to say like Samurai Jack, where they've got like they've got like weird cut panels, like they'll have two characters doing different things. You know, like we're doing it like this so you can see us running at each other. Or it will have little fly out things that move past and around instead of like regular cuts. But other than that, I can't think of anything.
No. Yeah, no, I can't think of anything myself. I'm just like, huh, neat. Haven't seen that done that way before. Wonder why he's doing it that way. It took me a bit for the first time I saw it to know what was happening. I just was like, why are we sitting in the end result instead of seeing the glass be cutting the rope and stuff? And I was like, oh wait, there's a little panel here that shows a thing. So it was weird. Yeah.
Or the other thing, like you're reading like a web comic of some kind, and like the background turns black, and you're like, here's how we get into the backstory, and then the black background turns white, and then here's how we move forward. It's almost like that, where you go like, you know, it's backstory because it's inset, and it sort of repeats what's in the larger picture.
Okay. Yeah. Well,
no, I'm just thinking about different visual storytelling techniques that feel active when it's really just a static screen.
Yeah.
Okay.
Thank you.
All right.
394. 393.
Go for it.
I wanted to note that the body is still there, like out inside in the fake world. This is a point of where I had in my specific notes noted some spoilers that I'm not going to say here.
Thank you.
Yes. Just if you're looking for spoilers in my notes, that's where they'll be.
Okay.
Not you specifically.
I won't.
Listening.
Yeah. 394?
398. You.
Oha. So Problem Sleuth is going to look at a stick. A stick, as instructed by whoever is actually playing the game, is supposed to act like a candy corn vampire. That's his instructions. But instead, a stick does not obey, and instead eats the candy corn and maxes out his pulchritude meter. He also swallows the small key. So I was just like, there's a gap between what the characters have to do and what they actually do, just like there is in Homestuck. So like, what rules are they obeying if it's not do what the user tells you to do? Or is it like, is there free will? Is it just that the game designer is like, you know, the way that you can't get out of this room, you also can't do these certain actions, and every time you try to get the character to do them, they're just going to respond in a set way.
Yeah. I don't know. I guess we'll have to see, but whack.
Okay, I'm up to 398.
398. 80 finally makes the boards himself. This one's a very flat one, and I was like, how are you gonna fit in there, buddy? You're short, you're taller than that damn thing. Are you just gonna lay prone on that? just go inside. Anyways, that was not the thing I originally was wanting to talk about. This is first where I noted the whole piss thing for PS. The other thing that I noted was that a stick seems to be kind of like a, not necessarily a flip, or here's the opposite side of you of PS, Problem Sleuth, but he does seem to be like doing actions that are similar but not the same of Problem Sleuth. Like, uh, we're going to wreck our room again, we're going to build a fort again, just that kind of thing. That I'm like, there's even like with the vampire thing, like he does it differently, but he still did kind of the same thing again, or like insults and stuff. I'm like, it's not necessarily the usual kind of here's a reflection of yourself if you fucked up in this specific way or something, but it's interesting to look at, I think. Not sure what it is yet.
I think just you talking about that, I'm like, wow, what if? But I want to talk through some other stuff first. Ace Dick puts the Zoolander bust on top and says it's a smokestack, and I'm like, or a vent or a chimney or something like that. I forget what. And I was like, that's the most imaginative thing you've done so far.
Congratulations.
Congratulations.
It's Zoolander, by the way.
Zoolander. Sorry. That's all I had to know there.
Okay. I got 401, unless you want to talk about whatever it is you were like, what if?
No, I have the stuff I want to talk about is overall, so I'll just wait till you're done.
Okay. 401. It's a very Minecraft thing to be like, yes, I will have a block underneath me, jump up, place another block, jump up, place another block, kind of thing. But it turns out, and this is why I knew when Problem Sleuth was made, that Problem Sleuth came before Minecraft. Yes, because Problem Sleuth debuted in March 10th, 2008. Minecraft, the first version of it, came out or launched in May 10th, 2009. And then the Java / 1.0 version was in 2011.
And Minecraft didn't start out big. It was a minor, well, not minor, but like an independent product. So it very well could have been like,
yeah, little niche thing. But its point being was just very odd and small. I think.
Okay. I'm gonna go. I want to see the 401 now. Yeah. I don't have anything else that is specific to a panel. So if you have anything else, finish it up.
I got 402. Specifically when a stick is crawling into his safe room and through the giant safe thing. I was like, this is a Narnia wall safe. I realized that we've already established that there's Problem Sleuth has his own little safe space and stuff, or secret room, and I was just like, nope, it's just Narnia. This whole back area is Narnia. It's not really there. That's why the whole window thing works, because it's a fake space back there and stuff. But there was also like, how often do you have to go in there to escape from horrors that you are mentioning it right now? That once again, this is a great place to escape from the horrors who are trying to attack you.
And when will we meet them?
Well, we already met the horrors once, but I guess we'll see them again eventually. Because they're the ones who tied them up.
Right, but okay, I gotta persecute. Okay, because I heard you saying horrors, and I was like, I don't remember them saying anything about HORRORS horrors like Cthulhu, but no. It could be.
I mean, eldritch horrors. You will see. It's possible, I guess. I don't know if I want to think about that yet. Anyways, you want to talk now?
Oh yeah. All right. All right. So we have 3 characters. Right now, the goal seems to be just to get out into the dang hallway on the quote unquote real level, base level of the game. The imaginary world can be more easily accessed through the forts. So there's a second world. There are the windows, which is a third world. There's the possible Narnia safe worlds that run behind things.
Yes.
So I'm like, there's a bunch of different layers of worlds going on here. I don't know what's real and what's not. I noted that PI probably has the highest because his imaginary office had swing music and hijinks. Then Problem Sleuth, then Ace Dick. I noted that Problem Sleuth's imagination is best at rotten food and pee. So his imagination is kind of like a rotten imagination. He has an imagination, but it's rotten. And AD appears to have almost no imagination. That's why his insulting notes are so imaginative. And PS just pees on things. So what you were saying about the two characters, PS and AD, I was like, this sounds familiar. I can't put a finger on it, but as you were saying, all three of them, I'm like, what if it's like a fairy tale thing? The Big Bad Wolf, three pigs and a Big Bad Wolf.
Okay.
So the first two pigs, they get their houses knocked down, right? The third one does something smart and doesn't.
Okay.
Or like in a fairy tale, you have like three brothers. The first two do the dumbest things possible, and the third one does the thing that everybody's like, oh, you're so stupid, and then he succeeds. And so we've met the two idiots. Maybe Pickle Inspector is actually really smart and imaginative. We know he's imaginative. Maybe he will get through this. And then I was thinking about that, and I'm like, shh. So Pickle Inspector doesn't have a window. He doesn't really have a way out of his room. And yet he could leave any time through his imagination room, but it's locked. Who is playing this game? And I'm not, like, my brain is going, it's not Pickle Inspector playing the game on a meta level, but it's also not Pickle Inspector.
Maybe he's just viewing how the game goes the same way you watch like a chess match without playing like actual pieces and stuff.
Well, or like there's the player, I don't know. I'm trying to say something that I don't really know what I'm trying to say, but like, if you have a lot of imagination, you are able to step outside of the situation you're in and encapsulate it. So like, if you go, the world is a simulation, which is a legit theory about how the universe works. The world is some sort of simulation by somebody or something that just kind of happened. If you're able to step back out of that, you're able to see the whole game as it plays and go, oh, I'm going to make choices about the game that reflect the nature of the game and not the apparent choices that are ahead of me.
Okay.
So like, if you are in the game and you can only see in the game, you make choices that reflect what you think is happening. Like you're like, I need to get out of the room because I'm in a room and I need to get out. And Pickle Inspector is like, what's out there? Tragedy. I don't have to get out.
I mean, the hallway is literally filled with dead people now, but that was not the thing at the time.
Right.
Anyways.
So if you have experience outside of the game, if you like watched a playthrough, then you go, well, I just wait until it's time to do the thing. So I am expecting or guessing the possibility. Uh-oh, we had a bomb.
Oh, no
Energy
power.
saver is on. I'm guessing or expecting that Pickle Inspector will do things that are magically right. He will be the third son. He will be the person who is outside of the system, who has outside knowledge of the system and goes, yeah.
Okay.
That's it.
All right.
Okay.
I don't have anything to note on my side. Anything you want to say as final closing thoughts?
I'm looking for more rules. Like, I'm waiting for more rules to emerge from the stuff that we've already seen, but I don't know why yet. I think I'm going to go back to Homestuck next week, though.
Yeah.
Yep.
Same.
Like, Problem Sleuth is good, but it's not as good as Homestuck, or at least I don't like it as much as Homestuck.
Same.
But all right, that's all I got.
Thanks for joining us.